Good morning, good morning, good morning. Chaplain Winston coming to you this morning. Yeah, I'm in a different set. I'm in my vehicle sitting down. Heading into work again. A little bit tired, about to push another 10 hours. Did 10 hours yesterday. I feel like a brick hit me. About to hit another 10 hours today, but it's all in the life of, making life and striving for what you want in life. And so it is what it is. So I want to talk to you this morning about enduring sound doctrines. Enduring sound doctrine. So as I thought about this, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm always starting off from a biblical standpoint. But I'm a person who like to do this. If I'm talking to you about something, I like to show you both sides of the coin. I like to show you from the spiritual aspect, and I want to show you from the physical, day-to-day aspect, practical aspect of life. And there's sometimes when we think that we shouldn't, but we have to. Because my point a lot of time to people is always this. There's always a spiritual aspect to whatever we do, whatever we choose to do, choose not to do. So when we talk about sound doctrine, the Bible talks about doctrine, sound doctrine. Paul talking to his spiritual son Timothy about sound doctrine. So for us on the practical side of it, there are some things that our mother and our fathers and our grandmothers and those who we grew up around taught us some sound doctrine, taught us some principles of life. And the reason why they taught us these things is because they themselves have encountered them. Some of them we may look at, some of them as being foolish, some of them are practical, some of them make sense. A lot of time we look back on life and see where we're coming from. And it dawned on us, especially when we have children. You know what they were saying really made sense. Sound doctrine. You understand? There were things that our parents and grandparents and older try to instill into us. And as rebellious as we were, when we look back over it and look on it, it makes sense why we should endure them and still continue to do them. The same thing is biblical. Paul talking to Timothy and telling Timothy to hold on to the sound doctrine of the teaching of the Word of God. Because he could look at the Word of God and say, not only are these spiritual things, but they are practical things. I'm telling you, the world is gone into this spiral where things we grew up on, knowing for a fact, even up to today, we know that they're bad and they're wrong. Some of us still choose to do them. Some of us still choose to walk away from them. So if we are not a set of people who can control ourselves and monitor who we are by the things we have learned, the things we have experienced, the doctrines which have been passed on to us by our parents and our grandparents and those who grow up around us, if we can't endure those doctrines, how can we hold on to biblical doctrines? You understand? We make it sounds like things that are biblical are so off the cuff. That is why we're in a world that is filled with chaos. We have people around us who are instilling some garbage in some of us. And some of us are so gullible. We're gullible because of fame. We're gullible because of money. We're gullible because we want to look good. And we're not stopping for a moment and check ourselves and be like, gosh, this stuff don't make no sense what I'm doing. It's like most people get to the point that understand that if I put my money in the bank, I'm not making no interest on the money in the bank. So I have to find other ways of means. When do we stop and investigate and interpret where we're going with life? And what we're doing, is it working or is it not working? It's because we're walking away from sound doctrine. We're walking away from the things that were taught to us by our parents and our grandparents and those who brought us up. We're walking away from the things that the scriptures taught a sound doctrine that we do not want to live because we want to please ourselves. And my brothers and my sisters, we're heading for destruction when we continue wanting to please ourselves. God brought us in this world to please him. And if you can't do something to please God, or even do something that you can walk away and feel proud that you did that, help somebody, loving somebody, understand? Endure sound doctrine. Blessed, my people. Have a good day. Walk good. Be a blessing to somebody today. All right? Peace out. God bless.